I hope everyone is doing well. I have something interesting today. It is a National Geographic from 1929. So I've had this for several years. I can't remember, I've had it myself for like 20 years. And someone was throwing it away, so I'm like, I'll save it. It might be cool, have a look at it. And I actually never looked through it until quarantine. Everything's kind of slow and a little boring, so hey, I'll have a look at this. And actually, it's I think it's quite interesting, so I wanted to share it with you and see what you think. First off, if you notice, here is the date. Is October 1929. Yes, it's the start of the Great Depression, the month before. So since this is an, I guess, unknowing, unsettling time, in October 1929, this really was. So was the stock market crash last month? The stock market always has these ups and downs. It will correct itself. Let's not worry. I mean, we just had the greatest decade in American history, the Roaring Twenties, which is, you got Tiffany and Company advertising, and then we are straight into the Cadillacs. So this is Cadillac advert there. We're right in the Roaring Twenties. What is this? A gentleman with a powdered wig. Well, this is for Fleetwood. I guess you really need to watch Lindo's Garage for the cars maybe mentioned in here. The Duesenbergs. Yeah, I mean, you got the LaSalle's, the Rolls Royce, the Duesenbergs. But, you know, this is the kind of advertising. It's still very, very posh, very upscale, very high class. But I realized this when I just started opening the book, that in 1929 in October, the stock market crashed and that kicked off the Great Depression. All of these advertisements were printed, and you know, everything went out before this happened. So this book was probably, if not completed, already printed. So it was probably already printed, getting ready to go out when the stock market hit. So as I guess as useless as these advertisements are to us now, like you can't go and take this or buy a new Duesenberg. Soon after this, or probably when these hit the shelf the next month, or whoever put these out, these are worthless too, because as you know, it was the Great Depression, so people are not buying Duesenbergs and sailing around the world. Speaking of, yeah, winter vacation, where you want to go maybe. How about you take, which one is this? A 46-day cruise of the Mediterranean. We have some very rough sketches of some animals and yeah. What kind of prices here? We have $700 for 46 days, all inclusive. You have, let's see, Constantinople, Algiers, Athens, Gibraltar. All right. So, leave in January, come back February. Not bad. Got Nassau, Bahamas. What price class? Exactly. Doesn't matter. Everyone has money. It's the Roaring Twenties. What could go wrong? Studebaker. Yeah. It's got some flappers. Yeah. With the it's like Pomeranian, but beautiful old Studebaker. Carved champions. So, yeah, General Motors. This one, yeah, I found this one quite interesting. This is calling for investors, bankers, and businessmen interested in foreign trade. So this is going after global traders, tycoons. It's just calling out for you in the magazine. This isn't a cologne ad you rub on because you're too cheap to buy the full bottle. This is going after the big fish, who just jumped out of a building last month. Not to be, a little dark humor here, but yeah, they're advertising the wrong crowd in October. This might have been good in early September, but not in October 29. Suicide joke. Salute to a new era. Only if they knew that new era was, But beautiful ships. You know what that is. Encyclopedia Britannica. This handsome bookcase comes with your purchase of Encyclopedia Britannica, made of genuine brown mahogany. They're just throwing in mahogany furniture. What the heck? Let's see. There was something I noticed there too. That if you don't know, if you have forgotten what the age of the internet has done, there were these books that you ordered if you wanted to know things. They were called encyclopedias, and before Wikipedia, you had to look it up in a book. And they were actually very well done, very, very handy, very well done. Quite expensive, obviously, if you're throwing in mahogany furniture just to hold up the books. And it says, I should have done a better job with my before I'd done the video. But anyway, it says that the Encyclopedia Britannica will never go out of style or die. Well, the most exciting book in 1929. Yep. But age of the internet killed those things. You can still pick them up in bookstores or yard sales. They're practically free. Not a bad thing to have, but a little bit outdated, that's for sure. Why are people moving to California? So, selling real estate, houses. Again, these ads are already worthless before they even got put out before they even hit the shelf. Oh, not bad for freshmen. Look at the freshmen. Not bad, I say, right? A sweater, smoking a pipe. Now it's hoodies, vapes, and non-assuming sexuality. These chaps, you know which way they go. No doubt. I mean, we're advertising to Victoria Falls there. Beautiful. Probably the most impressive natural place I've seen was Victoria Falls. Homeric days, yeah, going to Greece, seeing Homer. Mediterranean cruises. Selling Chris Crafts in the 20s. If you don't know about Chris Craft, then you do not watch Miami Vice. Because the boat he drives originally is Chris Craft, then it switches to Scarab, but yeah, it's maybe too much watching of Miami Vice when I was little. Yeah, but the first boat was Chris Craft. Yeah, then it goes over into this story that I want to analyze, and I'm in 10 minutes of this, so I will let you go, but I'm going to, next time, dive into that story. It is about Manchuria, the promised land of Asia. So it goes into the population boom of northeast China, and that's actually where my wife's from, Harbin, and it's a brutally cold place. Has very fertile lands for growing rice. The rice is the best there, and also a lot of other agricultural benefits to having stability there. But also, it's between the Koreas, which at that time was colonized by Japan, and also Japan is coming into China at this time. But you also have Russia that built up the largest city there, which is where my wife is from, is Harbin, and it's entirely Russian, or was until the latest boom, but it for roughly 100 years was entirely Russian. It was built by Tsarist Russia. So I want to get into that next time, but I won't make this video so long. I'll try to keep them short. I just thought that was interesting and worth sharing, that all of these wonderful Art Deco ads are a little bit grim, right? That the Great Depression is coming on now. So, also something that is interesting about this book that I was surprised, and I don't know if you know about old National Geographics, but it went back even in the teens, I think, as well, in the 19-teens, that they have color photography. They have color photography in print. It was incredibly expensive. The colors are very good, actually. What it looks like is a black and white picture that has been retouched, like digitally retouched now, but it's not. And that's, I thought maybe they colored it, but this is the Kodak actually had colored film even back then. So you have a lot of, this is India. I have a lot of cool colored pictures, and I would imagine in the 19-teens, 1920s, to have, you know, color prints like this from around the world. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. So next time we will do Northeast China and break into this story. It's kind of interesting, I think, and I have some personal stories to share with that. So next time.